Oh geez, everything's melting here too. Plastics are melting on the exhaust here.
My journey begins at North America's most northern drivable point. The plan is to ride through Canada and America before crossing over to Europe. From there, I'll make my way across Asia and down to Australia. New Zealand's southernmost drivable point will mark the end of my journey. I'm calling it the Big Spiral, and this is Act 3 across North America. Good morning from Colorado Springs. All right, so today is the start of, just a really long drive. So basically, I need to get from Colorado to Halifax. Let me show you on the map. So Halifax is right here, and I'm just below Denver right here. So that's about 4,300 kilometers or 2,600 miles. And about 40 hours of riding. It's going to be a mission, and I've kind of done it to myself. So first off, this is the most eastern point I can ship my motorcycle from North America. And I'm a little bit of a completionist. if anybody's played video games or whatever, I'm the guy that always went for 100%. So I just wanted to go as far east as I could, shipping the motorcycle. And secondly, these motorcycle flights are seasonal, so I only have about 2 weeks until I can catch the last flight. So I want to get there a bit ahead of time, just in case things happen, because things do happen, as I've learned. But fear not if it sounds like just one giant highway road trip. I've picked out a whole bunch of interesting places of Americana, just weird, odd places along my route that I'm going to stop at. And it's going to be interesting for sure, because there's a lot of weird stuff in the States, and I'm kind of excited to see it all. So, all right, maybe I should clean up and then we'll get going.
All right. Time to start this massive leg. 4,300 kilometers and 2,600 miles. It's a lot of time on this little bike. Yeah, so I mentioned shipping my bike from Halifax. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you exactly where it's going yet, but it's going to Europe. And I'm kind of excited as to where it's going though. But yeah, I'll leave that as a surprise for Act 4. Let's do this. Well, I don't know if it's official yet, but I think we're in the prairies. East of the Rockies, it's pretty flat. But like I said, we've got lots of little things to see along the way. And the first one is just outside of Denver. It's about an hour away, so let's ride a little bit first, and we'll get to it and have a look. When I did the oil change, there's an O-ring on the oil filter cover here, and I damaged it a little bit, I think, and it's just sweating a little bit, but I don't think it's too bad, but it is causing me some concern. I'd like to get a new O-ring, but all the bike shops are closed today and tomorrow. Today's Sunday. Alright, we're coming up on our first stop. I'm trying to see if I can see it already. Well, there's some art here. But yeah, definitely, clearly a lot of art around here. Oh, I think I see her. Oh. Can I park here?
I think we might get our first glimpse here. Oh yeah, there she is. She's got fans already. So this is Umi, and she's meant to represent Mother Earth. And she was inspired by the Greek goddess Gaia, who was apparently the mother of all life. Pretty cool. Wow. So Umi was created by an artist by the name of Daniel Popper. And it looks like there's a whole bunch of art in this area, which is kind of cool. Here's another piece here. And I think if I keep going this way, there might be something else. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, it's interesting. They have holes all over them. Anyhow, all this stuff is in the middle of a housing development. So I think the developer probably likes art, but I think they're also trying to make it more attractive for people to move here. So yeah, but yeah, it's cool because yeah, supporting art is something I can get behind for sure. So well, Umi was cool. So the next one is 645 kilometers away, or 5.5 hours if I actually do these American speed limits. There she is. Bye, Umi. See you later. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it to the next one today, but we'll definitely make it for tomorrow for sure.
An empty sea. This time tomorrow, what will we know? Will we still be here, watching an in-flight movie show? I'll leave the sun behind me, and I'll watch the clouds as they sadly pass me by. 7 miles below me, I can see the world, and it ain't so big at all. This time tomorrow.
So it turns out my fuel mileage is pretty bad on the highway if I'm just like, I've been going 110 the whole way or so, 110 kilometers an hour, which is probably about, yeah, 66 miles an hour. And I've only done 364 kilometers and my fuel light's on already. So I gotta take this exit, get some more. Normally I get to like 420 or so kilometers before the light goes on. So it's yeah, this highway stuff, not so fuel efficient for me. This is a very small gas station. So I just realized my rear tires were quite low, so that might have affected my fuel mileage. It's a good thing I bought this compressor. Yeah, there's maybe 5 psi in there. Wow, what's going on?
Now it's 35. Make sure this valve core is tight.
Okay. Something funky going on here.
Just want to look for a nail or something. Oh geez, everything's melting here too. Wow. My plastics are melting on the exhaust here. Because the bag is pushing it. Okay. I don't see any issues. I don't see any nails or anything. So maybe I'll ride for a bit and check the pressure again.
Alright, so that would explain my poor fuel mileage. I'm glad I didn't destroy that tire. It looks fine from the outside. Surprised I could go that fast, you know, 110, 120. So I think I'll just keep going till like the next exit. You know, check that pressure again. But yeah, yesterday I bumped up the pressure to 35 psi, and I wonder if that made a difference. It caused a change, and maybe it punctured, pushed through the tape on the spokes or something. I don't know. But very weird. Yeah, that's so weird. I was like, man, my fuel mileage is so bad, like the light's on already. And then I don't even know why I checked, but I just squeezed the back tire for some reason, you know, like I just did it. And it was like, oh my god, it's so soft. Really weird. I have no idea why that is. And then somehow this plastic started melting too. Like, was the bike working that hard? Anyways. But yeah, it does seem like the bike is more easily doing 110 kilometers an hour than it was before. So yeah, it's a weird one. Alright, we're gonna exit here. Just check the pressure. Hopefully it's all good, but if it is all good, then what's the problem? Alright, let's have a look here. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it's still like 35 psi, so okay, so maybe I'll just keep going for, I don't know, another hour maybe, see what happens. This is I was like, man, the bike really doesn't like highway, does it? Well, it turns out there's like no pressure on the tire. Alright, let's keep going. Well, you look at that. We're entering Nebraska. The good life. I've never been to Nebraska before. But it actually changes quite a bit once you cross the border. There's like bales of hay and I don't know, is that corn? Yeah, probably corn, yeah. Alright. First time in Nebraska. Okay, I gotta check the tire again. It's only been like 15-20 minutes. But I can't stop thinking about it. Like, if it was at 5 psi, there's got to be something wrong with the tube, right? It's got to be a problem. Alright, I'll just pull over here. Okay, let's have a look. Still 35. I think my tire's gaslighting me. Alright, I guess I should just trust it? I don't know. I don't know what to do now. But I remember, like, at the very start of my trip, I had like 3 flats in a row. And I never truly understood why that was happening. It's been a while since I've had a flat since then, but you just kind of makes you wonder, like, what the heck's going on in there. The other thing I'm thinking is, like, no, it's a really stupid thought, but like at the hotel last night, maybe someone's like, haha, I gotta deflate this tire. Maybe, but this seems so unlikely for that to happen. Why would anybody do that, you know? So that would also, if that's the case, that would also mean I rode 350 kilometers on a flat tire. Which seems unlikely, but it's full of cows. And they're stinky. Oh my god, there's poop dripping out of the truck. Okay. I just give him some space. Oh my god. It's literally dripping out of the truck. Gotta go change lanes here. Oh my god. Alright, I gotta check the tire pressure again. Just wondering. It seems like my top speed has maybe dropped a little, so just double check. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's still 35. Okay. I guess it's fine. While I do this, I'm just gonna book a hotel, I guess. Where are we?
Oh, Miss Misty was a stone-skinned girl. Well, she didn't stick around at one time for too long. 'Cause too long is too long, she said. She said, I'll be gone by morning. Don't come again after me. Got to get back to that place I've never been. I've never been before.
Sun is starting to go down. Getting a little chilly now. I got 30 more minutes here.
Got to get back to that place I've never been. I've never been before.
All right, well, we've arrived in Kearney, Nebraska. I had no idea this place existed until I arrived here. But yeah, it is 614 kilometers today.
All right, so I got my Colorado map. Last time I updated it, we were in Victor, and so I drove like this out of Victor and went down to Colorado Springs, did all those errands, oil change and stuff, and then I drove north, and then right around here is where we saw Umi, the sculpture, and then just continued north, and then started heading northeast, and then we ran out of Colorado and kept going like this, All right, from there we have to switch maps. So here's our Central American map. And yes, so then I drove like this, and kept going till Kearney right there. So still ways to go, and we still have the eastern part where my garbage can is. Anyways, I'm not sure what was going on with the tire. I'm glad I didn't destroy it because I was going on for a fair amount of time, probably at 5 psi at like 110 kilometers an hour. And this just seems insane to me. I don't know how that worked, but for the rest of the day, it seemed to hold its pressure fine, so I don't know. But anyways, for tomorrow, I have a whole bunch of more interesting stuff to do, including a giant ball. Anyways, I'll see you in the morning, and we'll go on a bit more